One aspect of Passover preparation is to remove chametz from our lives for a week. As best we can, we clean our homes, we place our chametz in cabinets that are closed, we make Rabbi Arnowitz our agent to sell our chametz, and finally, just before the holiday begins, we engage in a symbolic act that actually destroys chametz. On one level, we do so because when the Torah gives us the mitzvah of Passover, ridding ourselves of chametz plays a crucial role. But on a deeper level, our tradition understands chametz as a metaphor. It is symbolic of haughtiness, the rising of the ego as leaven causes bread to rise. It's a symbol of a level of pride that causes us to be stubborn and impatient. Perhaps we spend so much time and energy removing the physical chametz from our lives because the rabbis want us to pay attention to the spiritual chametz that often stands between us and others and often stands between us and God. This year we're celebrating Passover in extraordinary circumstances. I know that many of us will not have as many loved ones around our table as we would like. But I also know that the people in our shul will all help each other and will rise to the challenge of making this as zison and as meaningful a holiday as is possible. And when this coronavirus chapter of our lives is over, may we all emerge healthier and stronger with a little more love and a little less chametz. Good yontif, everyone.
The searching for chametz process is two parts. At a time when it is darker than now, the evening of Tuesday, April 7th, it is customary for parents, or if there's no kids in the house, you can do it for adults as well, to place a few pieces of bread, Maimonides says 10, in the house and hide them. And then we need to look for them. This is known as bidikat chametz, and customarily we look for them with a candle, although if you're leery of fire, flashlights will do, a spoon, and a feather. So we start the evening of April 7th with a blessing. Look out. The blessing is, you want to help me out? I'm going to say, Baruch Atah Hashem. We're going to say Hashem because it's not right now, but you'll say the real thing. Elokeinu Melech HaOlam. What comes next?
Asher Kirshanu B'Mishvotav V'Tivanu
Al Bior
Bior
Chametz. So we're going to say that, and then, oh good. Gabi, come here. You take this spoon. Elijah, you take that bag. So now, as my children are going to demonstrate, they will search for, guys, they will search for the bread that is hidden here, right? Evie, our dog, our brand new puppy, will not search. But if your dog eats the bread in your house, that does count as appropriate bior chametz, and you have fulfilled the mitzvah. So let's search for the chametz. Over here. Oh, Sydney found a piece. So
wait, we need the feather?
She used a feather to sweep onto the spoon. The candle's lighting the way.
Yeah.
Shoop. Great. And then the spoon goes into the bag. We're not going to eat it. Okay, and once we have found all of the chametz, we're going to put the spoon in the bag because the spoon is chametz. We're going to put the feather in the bag because the feather is chametz. The candle we can keep because the candle didn't get chametz.
After you found all the chametz you've hid, and you have it in your bag, we use a brown paper bag because it's easier to burn later, you're going to recite this following formula, which is in Aramaic. Kol hamira v'hamiyad di'ika birshuti dela ha'amite udela bi'arte udela ya'adanale Livtel v'lehevei hefker ka'afra za'ara. Any chametz which is in my possession, which I did not see and remove, nor know about, shall be nullified and become ownerless like the dust of the earth. And then we're going to take this and get rid of it. Maybe burn it, maybe do what Cantor Ethan is doing and throw it in the water.
We're going to do that on Wednesday morning.
We're going to do that on Wednesday morning. Not right now, but we're going to give you an example right now.
And where would I find that formula?
It is in the very first pages of your Haggadah, and most Haggadot we know, and I'm sure if you can't find it in your Haggadah, or if you're using an online Haggadah, you could probably also search for it online as Bidikat Chametz or Bior Chametz.
We'll even share a link.
We'll even share a link.
So come Wednesday morning, April 8th, all the chametz we found, we need to burn. I have found that a cardboard egg carton is very useful, and you need like 1,000 eggs for Passover anyway. So we take the bread that we found and we put it in the cardboard egg carton because bread doesn't actually burn all that well. Now, if you want to find a big, metal bucket and light a fire with lighter fluid, then it burns just fine. But if you're going to go a little simpler this year, as we are, take that, put it in our bag. We're going to put that in our little tin can. And Simi, you want to give me a hand? Get it right down at the bottom.
Right now we're seeing Rabbi Arnowitz's campfire skills really coming in handy.
And so, be careful, be safe, and don't forget Bior Chametz. After we finish burning the chametz, we say the Kol Chamirah paragraph again, nullifying all of the chametz that may be left in our house accidentally. The Arnowitzes, along with all your WJC family, wish you a Chag Kasher B'Sameach, a very happy Passover.
Hi everybody, Cantor Goldberg here. So while we often associate Bior Chametz as the burning of the chametz, getting rid of it by burning it into dust, there are actually several other ways you can accomplish this mitzvah. And my favorite is actually using a large body of water, like the one you see behind me, to get rid of our chametz. You can, rather than burning it, actually just cast it away and let it wash out to sea or down the river. And that may sound familiar to a lot of you, and even the place where I'm standing right now here in Harbor Island Park might seem very familiar. And we're going to stand here and throw our bread into the water. And that may remind you of Tashlich. And I think it's actually a very interesting and potent symbol at this time of year, because if you think about it, right now we've just passed the mark where we're now closer to next Rosh Hashanah than we are to last Rosh Hashanah. We've passed the midpoint of the year just a few days ago. So I think now is a really great time, and Pesach is a really great time to check in with yourself and check in on the things that you made as goals for yourself on Rosh Hashanah, things you wanted to be better, things you wanted to be different, and take out that mental list, or maybe you have an actual list, and say, how am I doing now that I'm halfway through the year? How am I doing on these things? Because you still have just about half a year to work on them before we come around to next Rosh Hashanah, and I really hope and pray that we'll all be able to gather together safely as one community again when it comes time to be Rosh Hashanah this fall. But for now, we'll say Chag Kasher V'Sameach, a happy and kosher Passover from me and my family to you.
Ilu ilu hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, hotzianu mi Mitzrayim dayenu.